Hey Luna. So, I was just thinking about how there's a plethora of modern adaptations of classic works. Like Emma with Clueless. Your favorite 10 Things I Hate About You is an adaptation of The Taming of the Shrew. And Sherlock with, of course, BBC Sherlock and Elementary. But what about retellings of modern stories set in a historical setting? Now, before you say anything else, I know that in general, plots and tropes have been reused throughout time and cultures for as long as storytelling has been a thing, just with details modified to suit the time and culture. Forbidden lovers as a trope was a thing before Romeo and Juliet, with the Aztec story of Popo and Itza, who, after their deaths, were reunited as the two volcanoes that loom in the background of Mexico City. The Epic of Gilgamesh is essentially all heroes' journey stories. But when I say making a historical retelling of modern stories, I mean taking something like the romantic comedy The Lucky One starring Sandara Park and Joseph Bitancol and setting it in a historical setting. You keep the same premise. Two besties that love the same actress, Vilma Santos. They name their kids Lucky Boy and Lucky Girl after their fave's own son, Lucky. And they make a promise that one day their children will marry each other. The only problem is, their kids don't like each other for one reason or another. So, when the kids get older, Lucky Girl and her mom returns to the Philippines and she unknowingly meets Lucky Boy and starts to fall in love with him, not knowing it's him. And then the hijinks ensue. As with plenty of 2000s movies, the jokes and the references are dated. But I think it's a pretty solid plot that can be easily translated into something vaguely historical. Instead of an actress, it can be an author. Instead of naming the kids after the actress's son, it could be naming the kids after the main characters of the novel, and so on and so forth. That, and I just love the idea of hearing the Manila Strings Machine doing a string quartet cover of Toyang during the cleaning montage. Speaking of, Manila Strings Machine does amazing covers of OPM songs. Personally, I'm partial to their rendition of Raining in Manila and Mundo, but I know you'll absolutely love their Eraserheads medley. I'll leave a link to them in the description box. And that's it. That's my thought. I'll talk to you later, Luna.